Kahled, the snake, like he snaked Nipsey, he snaked you that day. So there you go.
May 17th, 2019. Nipsey Hussle would die. 2 months earlier, this video was made.
Granny 88, she had my uncle in there. Miss Cash back to back every year for like 10.
The winner is DJ Kahled featuring Nipsey Hussle and John Legend.
And the video is so special that it's beautiful. And like Nipsey Hussle would say,
nobody's gonna say nothing. Now, if the nobody is Big U in particular, and Kahled gave him the wrong number at a previous date, and Big U has no problem with Nipsey in his career, the separation, they're mending their relationship, and somebody industry-wise popped up in the rolling 60s and think they're gonna have a presence after they threw me for an okey doke with a, obviously Big U got that Nipsey on some love shit. Look, nephew, I ain't tripping on what you're doing, but you know he whoop-de-whoop sent him the screenshot. Look, he did, Nipsey told him like, I'm gonna give you the number, holler at him. When he balance it out, let me know.
In this video, you're gonna see two very different narratives on what actually happened. Click like. As always, share this video. Get in the comments to tell me what you think. Now let's get into it.
Why did you act like it was all cool? Yo, whoa, everything is cool. But soon as he died, you reached out to me about attacking his estate. The contents in my phone, dated. The date he died, you'll see the date he sent it, with all details of what he wanted me to do.
You know, Hussle had DJ Kahled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And you know, gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. We not playing, ain't nobody saying nothing to Kahled, ain't nobody doing nothing to Kahled, and he's straight. And Hussle frontline that. And you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that.
For him to say all this little brother shit about Nip, and on Power Roof for me to know what I know, I think Black Sam told his truth. You know, you're doing a puzzle, you're like, I don't really know where these pieces go. So in Black Sam's interview, okay, these pieces fit here, and there.
Right.
Black Sam just told his truth.
Big you are so disrespectful. I tell the DJ Khaled story first. Black Sam, he tells you the DJ Khaled story. And then you post a picture of you and DJ Khaled and everybody acting like it was before Nipsey's death. That picture was done afterwards, sweetheart.
Picture this, South Central Los Angeles, a concrete jungle where loyalty runs deep and respect isn't just given, it's earned.
Bro, you don't put no camera in no grown man face without asking.
But you're a celebrity.
Man, I'm a 60 Crip, bro, first.
Okay.
All right, so learn about that, my nigga. Don't play with me. I'm not from this old funny world you from. I'm not from this world you from, bro.
Okay.
I don't go by these rules, homie.
Okay.
And I've been to jail. That don't threaten me, bro. Trust me. If I had a bad day, I'd have tested your jaw.
Okay.
And I'd have got my homegirl to test your jaw.
Okay, and
so
y'all gonna go to jail and you just said you've been before.
I ain't tripping on jail. I trip on respect.
Okay.
I'm willing to die behind mine, let alone go to jail.
In this world, Nipsey Hussle wasn't just a rapper who made it out. He was a hometown hero.
It's my young bro, Tiny Boss Hog. He was on 101 with me on the Crenshaw mixtape.
Still deeply rooted in the streets that raised him. But even for a legend like Nipsey, navigating the complex web of street politics was a constant reality.
Who tapped into the neighborhood first?
Hussle.
Oh, really?
Sure, Hussle. You know, I'm young, and I'm going to school in Watts before him. So as far as like knowing about hoods and gang LA culture, I was exposed to that first, going to Watts and going to school at Markham, outside of our neighborhood and what we saw. But once, you know, obviously Nip get older, Nip in our neighborhood, which I never wanted him to be a part of.
Right.
You know, honestly, you know, anybody, and I say this, anybody that grow up and understand you don't want your little bro being a part of, you know, some shit that you know is destructive. My goal was always, we gotta get this bread and we gotta get the money and we gotta, you know, we need to make sure that we own. So, you know, seeing Hussle and me not being able to do anything about it either.
Right.
You know, it's like, man, you know, only thing I could do at a point, it came to a point where Hussle was so deep in and so involved and so much going on around him in the neighborhood, with the politics in the neighborhood. It's like, all right, now, you know, I gotta be there with bro, and I gotta be, and people need to understand, like, yeah, this is his bro, and his bro is here, and you know, if nobody else is tripping, I'm tripping.
Mm-hmm.
And Nip had a certain unit, and that was our unit.
You gotta know yourself. So, you know, the same thing going on with rap music, the same thing going on with all of our culture. Whether it's gang banging, whether it's trapping down south, whether it's hip hop, whatever it is, like, you know.
And one day, a seemingly simple move, bringing a big name to his hood, would open up a can of worms, exposing tension simmering beneath the surface.
Nice meeting you, man.
Went to see likewise.
No, big fan. Big fan.
The work, do something.
Yeah, Nip's on the album.
That's done. You already know that.
I'm just starting, so I'm gonna get that.
This wasn't just two artists collaborating. It was a collision of worlds, and in Nipsey's world, certain protocols were expected.
Yeah, so I have a song with Nipsey Hussle on my album, and I've been blessed to work with the King Nipsey Hussle. And, you know, it's a blessing because me and him are excited about the record. And the record is gospel, is special, and the video is so special that it's beautiful. And like Nipsey Hussle would say, the marathon continues.
According to Nipsey's own brother, Black Sam, this move caused political issues in the hood. It wasn't about the music itself, but about the unwritten rules of the streets.
It's my cousin's birthday, so the night, I want to say the night before, it took us to Wally's, Beverly Hills. Me, Pops, and Adam, my cousin Adam, and just had a long talk with bro, you know, not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of big politics getting into it with certain people. You know, Hussle had DJ Kahled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, you know, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. We not playing, ain't nobody saying nothing to Kahled, ain't nobody doing nothing to Kahled, and he's straight. And Hussle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that. And did the video. Kahled got out of there perfect and smooth, and, you know, we appreciated Kahled for showing up and coming to the hood and doing the video. And, you know, we knew that this was gonna be one of them videos, man. Hussle brought DJ Kahled to the hood, and you know, had John Legend in the other scene. So we at Wally's, and we just chopping it up about a lot of shit, man. Just, you know, making sure that we on point in security, and when we pull up, it's, you know, we like, Hussle, when you pull up to the shop, call us. He like, bro, I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. And we like arguing and just, you know, but turned into, you know, a little bit of that, and then back to the, you know, celebrating bro Adam's birthday, and Hussle got us the back room, and, you know, family there chopping it, and just us four, and we stayed there forever, man. And when he walked out, we all walked out the back room of Wally's. I think Murd3er, one of the guys that filmed the video, just happened to be there. And so he see us walking out, he's like, oh, Hussle, what's up? And he like, man, what's going on? He like, bro, they just sent me the first edit of the video. And so he pulled it up, and he like, man, look at this, bro. You look amazing, bro. You about to do movies after this. Look at this shot. And so Hussle seen it, and Hussle was smiling. Hussle was happy. He seen the shots of the video. He's like, man, he's telling him like, bro, ain't no more small time shit, man. After this, nigga, your shit going out the roof.
Black Sam explained that there was an expectation to check in before making such a high-profile move in their territory. This wasn't just a friendly visit, it was a statement, and some felt they should have had a say, or perhaps even received some form of acknowledgement. While Black Sam didn't initially point fingers, the name that quickly surfaced in connection was Big U.
Made it don't mean you made it. You know what I mean? Keep it 100. I'm gonna give you this message, real talk. I watched the nigga lose $1 billion. I like my brother Suge Knight. I watched the motherfucker travel the country. I like all the artists that done been rich and travel the country. I watched motherfuckers come and go in this business. I watched niggas
get bags, hit houses, get $1 million and be broke. I watch motherfuckers make 15, 16 million and be broke. What you need to do is be careful who you stepping on your way up. In a, what they say, early rise, early to get tired, motherfucker.
Now, Big U and Nipsey had a history. Sources indicate they were once close, with Big U even working with Nipsey in the music industry.
I was looking for artists. TD told me to go get Nip. I went and seek Nipped out of all the people I already been interviewing and talking to. And he was the shining light. He was the diamond in a pile of whatever. He was a diamond. Let me respect to my other homies. He was a diamond in a pile of other diamonds, but he was a bigger diamond. He was a shine. He was, and then
he was the VVS.
He was the VVS.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And we had made a couple of moves and was trying to move through a couple of doors, and I vastly found out that I couldn't go through these doors. So that's when I went and got Steve Lobel. And I went and got Steve. That Steve hit the music. Steve felt the same way I felt about the music. And I was like, boom. So I signed Nipsey to Unique Music, to my to Aramis Astrodome, to my label, to Unique Music. And then Steve was 10% management and I was 10% management because it made no sense for us to go get another manager.
Right.
And so we started pushing on that. So I signed him to it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But I ain't tripping off of that because, you know, it is what it is. But I do have that. You know what I mean? So,
wait, so your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
It was 10 years.
It was a 10? It
was 10 years, 25% of publishing to Aramis Astrodome.
Oh, wow. So 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
So technically, Victory Lap.
Hello.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
But after Nipsey's tragic passing, whispers began circulating, suggesting that Big U might have had a hand in setting things in motion, and the DJ Kahled incident, according to some, it was a key indicator of a growing rift.
What's your perspective on what his involvement could have been with the Nipsey situation? What do you think about that?
He absolutely was involved in Nipsey's situation, and people, they don't want to say it, they're scared to say it. That's fine, I'll say it for you. He was involved with the Nipsey situation, and I want to let the detectives, because they're supposed to reopen Nipsey's case, that's what I was told.
Oh, wow.
I want to let them do their work. And I just feel like if they do their due diligence, they will find out exactly what they're looking for. But come on now, you think he wasn't? Nipsey died in 2019. And he allegedly did this to Rayshawn in 2021. He felt untouchable.
Adding fuel to this fire, Wack 100 weighed in, suggesting there was direct conflict between Nipsey and Big U over the DJ Kahled video.
This, Big U, did you not ask me to act like your contracts were sold out to me that you had on Nipsey, and you wanted me to go attack Nipsey's estate after his death for 30%?
This is not going how I planned.
No, that. Paul, you want me to show you my phone?
No, I don't.
You want to see it?
No evidence is better, I think.
You want to see it? You want to fuck with me?
Do that on Clubhouse.
Okay, what I'm saying is stop questioning. Dude's a fucking liar and a fucking snake. And those that know him, they know he's a liar and a snake. Why in the fuck 30-something days after Nipsey's in the ground, you hitting this Paul? If you was with him, why didn't you say, hey, homie, what's up with my 30%? Why did you act like it was all cool? Yo, whoa, everything is cool. But as soon as he died, you reached out to me about attacking his estate. The contents in my phone, dated. The date he died, you'll see the date he sent it, with all details of what he wanted me to do. Signature line, Steve Lobel, Eugene Henley, Nipsey's information, the contract, where is it told he wanted to attack, all that. Listen, bro, he's a piece of shit.
Wack 100 painted a picture of Big U feeling like Nipsey needed his permission to bring someone like DJ Kahled into the neighborhood. Nipsey's defiance of this perceived authority allegedly created tension, making it seem like Nipsey was operating outside the established order.
You know, Big U name came, I mean, he wasn't even there.
Apparently that day, when the Kahled and them had pull up or whatever, Nip hadn't arrived yet, so the homies just pressed him. So in the process of pressing him, Boom, phone go there. Big U on the phone.
Yeah.
Hand the phone to Kahled. Big U get on the phone. Kahled, hey man, shoot me your number. Bam, bam, and that's it. He said exchange phone numbers. It was nothing. It was nothing. So they took it like, oh, Big U down there pressing. No, Big U found out Kahled was in the hood, slid the phone, exchanged phone numbers. You know, they just took it like, someone said, oh, you down there with Nip, yada yada. Everybody man down. You know what I mean? So that's the word I got from Unc. So, you know, hey, you know, that's it. Is what it is.
But the story doesn't end there. Enter Loose Cannon, a figure from LA who claims Big U sent him on a mission related to DJ Khaled's visit. According to Loose Cannon, this mission wasn't a friendly hello.
Okay, listen, sweetheart, sweetie pie, you gotta cut this out. I know you was dumb, but not just this dumb. Big U. Okay, let's play true or false. Let's just do that, right? Is it true that I ran up on Kahled and you got his number that day? Then, after Nip passed, you start hanging out with him. Facts, right? True or false? Did you actually get in several altercations with Nipsey?
Wait, slow down, hold on. Can't do that because we took pride of letting niggas know you gotta check in coming to the West Coast. We took pride of openly letting niggas know that who got dressed. Again,
no, facts.
Again, Kahled didn't get robbed. Kahled didn't get assaulted. He was just, you know, spooked. It sent a little scare. So, well, where's law? What the law got to do with that?
No, I get what you're saying, but I just had to ask, do y'all feel, because you know how this line is so blurred nowadays with the snitching. If you speak on some shit,
what I'm doing is this. I'm snitching to Kahled. Kahled the snake, like he snaked Nipsey, he snaked you that day. So there you go. Now, I got a relationship with Kahled. So yeah, okay, you want to call me alerting Kahled snitching? There you go. Kahled ain't a cop. Khaled's a real person. I know Kahled. We done sat in Rolls Royces together, politics together. We did all kind of together. So if me alerting Kahled, okay, so it was draw snitching when he came alerting me that the 40s had his name on the list.
I mean, that's something. I mean, that's just being honest. That's something I don't know about. But like, no,
I'm just saying, he came to my house and said, "All my homies, this just happened to," and they said my name was on the list. So is that snitching? Is that making me aware?
Aware.
I mean,
okay. What's the difference to be
got a personal relationship?
Okay. Well, then what's the difference of me making Kahled aware? It wasn't a crime committed. You making aware of a possible crime being committed. To me, that's crip minutes. You telling me for? All right.
It's on him to put the pieces together, in my opinion.
No, listen, this is the thing. He gave Wack awareness of, if something happens to me, you know where to search at, right? So is that snitching, or that's being making somebody aware of a situation as it might happen, or it could get involved to? Because when we say about the Kahled thing, it's not snitching. It's just telling Kahled, like, bro, there was a play that was ran up on you.
Loose Cannon's account suggests that Big U was not happy with DJ Kahled coming to LA with Nipsey without his involvement. What's even more intriguing is Loose Cannon's claim that after Nipsey's death, Big U seemingly developed a friendly relationship with DJ Kahled. This shift in dynamic led Loose Cannon to believe that Big U's issue wasn't really with DJ Kahled, but with Nipsey himself, possibly fueled by jealousy of Nipsey's rising star. I could have went directly to a no-jumper clip for this footage, but Wig TV does an excellent job reacting to Loose Cannon's reaction. Make sure you sub his channel. This is where things get interesting.
He'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like, we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the fuck they get that? Oh, well, we're gonna just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cause it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like he was doing like shit like that, and I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because
this
I'm
is
his,
high-tech shit.
I'm his right-hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was gonna make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course. He did that to
yeah, so this loose cannon, he breaking down how Big U be like, how he, for one, is facilitating information to them people by way of his program. He got the grid program, right? And how the setup is all set up. You know what I mean?
When I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So
the club, when you sweated them in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you at him.
Yeah. No, yeah, they sent that because I called Ross. I'm like, Ross,
boy, this shit getting crazy.
Drop off the 50,000 and we're gonna let Meek live on Crib. So Ross dropped off the 50,000, and so me and the homies we go back. He stopped answering the phone. He stopped picking up and shit like that. And we were like, "What you doing?" Like 2 days later, he called me. He was like, "Oh, nephew, where you at?" And I'm like, "Nigga, where my money at?" And he was like, "Oh, I needed it for bills. I needed it for." I'm like, "What?" Like, cause that's some weird shit. And then he stopped answering the phone because I'm trying to pull up on him. Like, bro, you got to come and see me. And then it's like we were doing a TV show. Like,
so I wonder if they boxed Meek in the club, boxed him in the club, right? And then what Rick Ross gave the money to Big U, and he was supposed to break y'all off. I don't know. That shit sound crazy, but that's some cold shit. You send some niggas at a nigga, and then the whole time though they thinking they under your, you know what I mean? Like the tap in shit, how they be saying, "Oh, check in," and whoa. Meek think he didn't checked in. Whole time he didn't checked in to get booked.
A while back, right? And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, "Nipsey just got killed." I'm like, sick, so I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey, and I'm like, "Nipsey, what's up?" He was like, "Oh, what's up with it?"
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone, and I was like, "I love you, cuz," or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got, or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it, and that's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck are you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey, and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. "I see you later," or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey, and so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah, and
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know how true it is. I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had
prior to a couple weeks before that.
They had a fight like a week before that. When they had a fight, you know, Shitty ain't known for fighting.
Yeah, not at all.
He known
not
for doing the other things. So at the end of the day, it's like Nipsey beat him up. Nipsey is what's like 6'4", 6'5". Shitty is like 5'5", 5'6". You get what I'm saying? Like frails. Like he get high.
So there was already some friction there.
Yeah, it was already friction because of like some police telling shit. And
now let me ask you something, bro, because you know they gon'. I know you. See, you don't say nothing. You kind of like me in a way. You don't say nothing unless.
But the homies know, so it's like it's not like I'm saying.
Hey, that alone, the fact that he called 30 minutes prior to the shit supposed to be taking transpire, make a nigga think like, hold on, so you, and why would what would possess a nigga to do that though? Like, what would possess a nigga to call a nigga and be like, bro, you heard about what happened to what's his name? Knowing you already know that, like, if anything, you gonna keep, man, your antennas far away from that shit and try to act as oblivious as possible. But you know, the crazy thing is, last night I was watching some shit, right? I watched the Eric Holder video again when he was in the, you know, the whole little shit just leading up to the shit, and after they had the conversation and all that shit, and it just seemed, he seemed a little extra nervous, like he already had an agenda on his mind, basically. You feel me? Like. It just was some creepy shit, bro. We gonna finish this clip and I'm gonna bust down.
It's something that they don't know. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it's like you telling me, oh, I'm fucking with the police or whatever like that, trying to smooth your background out. So I'm like on 6 I'm gonna expose your buster ass neighborhood crib. And if a nigga take it any type of way, they can get at me or I'll pull up and get at them. It's like,
so you pretty much saying he called you, told you Nip got killed.
Like, you know, guttering suburb, you know what I mean? Like, just have not and have, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't, I'm not just on black and white, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of that too. But
it give us some insight as to why, like, Cowboy may have been feeling the way he was feeling, right? As far as like just being fed up with the whole shit. So that was kind of like, you know, him taking a stand and all that shit was kind of, it seemed to be like somewhat of a rebellion, you know what I'm saying, to the whole shit. And it's a trip because it just seemed fishy because niggas like, niggas already knew what was going on, bro, with the situation, especially if they already had a fight prior and they know, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. Cold part about it is Luce was spilling hella beans in this interview, right? He say, nigga, Big U set niggas up to get cut, feel me, then giving niggas half of their money back, and in order to, when you give them the money, when you take them over there, right, to where the stash spot is after they done got cut, he playing the big homie role, like, well, we'll give him back this. They probably give him half of what they got back, you know what I'm saying? So he getting double cut and some more shit. On top of that, right, Luce was, you know, he spoke on the Draco the Ruler situation. He said he called Ralphie one time, and Ralphie was like, well, he said he had to drop on the niggas who did whatever they did to Draco. And he called Ralphie, and Ralphie ain't want to slide, which I understood that, because it's like, nigga want as less ears as possible in the mix of shit like that. Like, you call me and give me the drop, it's too many, boom, that shit go back to everybody, you know what I'm saying? You get caught up for some other shit, it ain't to say a nigga gonna tell or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, it just leave too many open doors, too many loose ends when a nigga is calling you, talking about a nigga right here, and the phones and all this other shit. Don't nobody want to go through all that, so I understood what he was saying, even though Luce looked at it like, oh, Ralphie, he ain't standing on business for his brother. The way they was talking about the shit too, they was basically making it seem like Ralphie just left Draco in the midst of the shit going on, which it was, you know, that's, bruh, you can't, you know what I'm saying, nigga, it's not happening, bro. You can't leave, bruh. You know what I'm saying, nigga, everybody gotta go all the way up before a nigga leave, bruh. Simple as that. But yeah, man, that shit, you know, it was, this interview was crazy, bruh, because he was just breaking down hella shit. He was talking about how Shaq, he was fucking on Shaq bitch, and Shaq was hot. Feel me? He had Shaq bitch just cashing him out for the, you know what I mean? For the, you know, basically, just all type of shit, bro. And it was crazy, bro. It's even crazier that I watched some shit last night too. I was just, cause I guess I was getting prepared for this shit to drop. So I'm like, let me go ahead and do some research and look back on certain shit and see how it, you know what I mean? Even though I didn't even know what was gonna be said, but I went and looked at an old Big U interview, right? And he was like, you know, he said some shit like they you know, about, he was basically like, and it's just my interpretation of it, right? He was basically saying like, after Nip died, right, with the allegations of him having something to do with it, he lost a lot of deals and he lost a lot of shit and money that was supposed to come in. And, you know, nigga look at that like, damn, you more concerned about losing these deals than losing the homie. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. And on top of that, right, this ain't no disrespect, this is an analysis, right? Then, you know, he say, but even if I did have something to do with it, you know what I'm saying? He say some crazy shit, and I'm like, ooh, that was like, that shit was crazy.
Wack 100 also touched upon this later connection between Big U and DJ Kahled, describing their photo opportunities as the old LA shuffle or the old LA squeeze. This cryptic phrase hints at a complex and perhaps strategic social maneuvering within LA, something we know as checking in.
I don't know, because me and my people, me and my team, when it comes to checking in with us, is really just making us aware that you're here, because the climate changes from the last time you may have been here. I check in everywhere I go. I was just about to go to Florida, and I can show you on my phone where I hit my Miami team, said I might be down there Friday. You know what he told me? Man, I gotta go up top for my son's birthdays. Glad you let me know. So I'm gonna let the team know that you're gonna be here in case you need them. You know, Vlad, you know, like I know, sometimes you moving with one, sometimes you moving with three, depending on what's going on. I get a call like, yo, man, they got a mansion party, such and such gonna be there. He say he'll talk to you there. Then I might need to show up to that a little different, right? And, you know, we don't travel around here moving 20 people from LA to there. It gets a little expensive, but if you got a team that's in these different places, you just simply know they coming. I've never had, I got people from Chicago, from New York, Atlanta, Texas, everywhere. They'll call me, they may need a car. They need yo, Wack, you gotta hook up on I need a Rose. And I'll call Platinum, you know what I mean? Cause I know the owners down there. Wack, we trying to get a hotel, you know, okay, well call my guy over here. He always has an in on that. So, or where's a good place, man? My girl's trying to go to a spot, hit the Waldorf or hit, you know, it's like the checking in that me and my team did is just kind of being a guide, you know what I'm saying? And helping, helping the situation, you know, the comfort zone of it.
So
I do it all
what
the
are we
time,
looking
bro.
at here? Was the issue with DJ Khaled's visit a simple matter of street protocol being overlooked, or was it a symptom of deeper tensions between Nipsey Hussle and figures from his past, possibly fueled by ambition and the shifting landscape of power? Black Sam highlighted the political issues. Wack 100 suggested a clash of egos and expectations, and Loose Cannon offered a narrative of alleged extortion and underlying jealousy. What do you think was really going on? Drop your theories in the comments below. This story, like many in these streets, has layers, and the truth might be more complex than we'll ever fully know.
DJ Kahled featuring Nipsey Hussle and John Legend.
You keep taking me higher and higher.
Get in the comments with your thoughts. Do you think this series of events had anything to do with Nipsey's untimely demise, or are these unrelated incidents? We heard very different narratives on the situation. They can't all be accurate. As always, share this video so we can continue to grow. See you in the comments.